Hello children, welcome to today's session. Today we will discuss about how to select or access data from a data frame object. Selecting or accessing data from a data frame object. From a data frame object, we can extract or select desired rows and columns as per our requirement. As per our requirement, we can select the desired rows and columns from a data frame object. For that, consider this example, that is data frame object DTF5. From this DTF5, you can identify Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai. These all are rows or indexes. Then population, hospitals, schools. These all are columns. Okay. Then selecting or accessing a column. How to access a column from a data frame object. For that, we can use the syntax data frame object. Then within the square bracket, you can specify the column name using square bracket. Data frame object, then specify the square bracket. Inside the square bracket, we can specify the column name. Okay. Another method is that data frame object dot column name using dot notation. Data frame object dot column name. For what we are using the syntax? Selecting or accessing a column from a data frame object. Okay. Consider this one DTF5 population. Check this one DTF5 population. Inside the square bracket we specified the column name, that is population, but one more thing, we used here this single quotes. That is very important. While using this square bracket, you must use the single quote. Okay, DTF5 within the square bracket I use the schools, but I use this single quotes. Clear? Then these all index or rows and the populations also we can see. Then check this one DTF5 dot population. Here I use the dot notation. So no need to specify the single quote. Directly we can use the column name. While using dot notation, do not put any quotes around the column name. Clear? Select or access a column from a data frame object. For that we can use the syntax data frame object, then opening square bracket, column name, closing square bracket. While using this square bracket, you must use the single quote. Check this one. Okay. Then another syntax is that data frame object dot column name. While using this dot notation, directly we can use this column name DTF5 dot population. Clear? Next one, selecting or accessing multiple columns. How to access multiple columns from a data frame object. For that, to select multiple columns, we can give a list having multiple column names inside the square bracket with data frame object. A list having multiple column names inside the square bracket. Inside the square bracket, you have to specify the list of column names. Clear? Data frame object. First we use the square bracket, then inside the square bracket again we use one more square bracket, that is a list. Inside that we can specify the column names separated by comma. Okay. DTF5 first square bracket, then list square bracket schools, comma hospitals. List having multiple column names given inside the square brackets. Okay. Then columns appear in the order of column names given in the list inside the square brackets. That is, first we are giving this hospitals, we can see the hospitals first. Here we use the schools as first column. So we can see the schools column as first. So columns appear in the order of column names given in the list inside square brackets. Clear? Then next one, selecting or accessing a subset from a data frame using row or column names. To access rows and or a combination of rows and columns, we can use the following syntax to select or access a subset from a data frame object. For that, we have to use the LOC, that is location. Short form of location is LOC. The syntax is data frame object dot LOC. Then within the square bracket, you must use this start row, colon, end row, comma, start column, colon, end column. Rows and columns we can specify inside this square bracket. That means we need a subset from a data frame object. By using this LOC, we can specify the start row and end row, then start column and end column. Clear? Then to access a row, how to access a row from the data frame object? For that, we can use the syntax data frame object dot LOC within the square bracket row label, comma, colon. This is the syntax for accessing a row from a data frame object. Data frame object dot LOC within the square bracket we have to specify the row label, comma, colon. Make sure not to miss the colon after comma. Example, DTF5.LOC, then square bracket, Delhi, comma, colon. Use the syntax to access one row. DTF5.LOC, within the square bracket we can specify Chennai, comma, colon. Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata. These all are rows. We have to specify the row label, then comma, then colon. Then the columns are population, hospitals and schools. That all values we can see. To access a row, a single row we can access by using this syntax. Clear? Then next one, to access multiple rows. How to access multiple rows? Single rows we discussed. Then how to access this multiple rows? Data frame object dot LOC within the square bracket we can specify the start row, colon, end row, comma, colon. Start row, colon, end row, comma, colon. Make sure not to miss the colon after comma. That is very important. Then DTF5.LOC within the square bracket Mumbai, colon, Kolkata, comma, colon. Then more than one rows we can access from that data frame object. Mumbai, Kolkata. Mumbai row and Kolkata row we can identify by using this syntax. DTF5.LOC within the square bracket we can specify Mumbai, colon, Kolkata, comma, colon. Clear? Then next one, check this one, Mumbai, colon, Chennai, comma, colon. Start row and end row along with the start row and end row. Please note that when you specify start row, colon, end row, the Python will return all rows falling between start row and end row along with the start row and end row. Starting row and ending row. These two rows are included in this. Check this one. Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai. I used here Mumbai : Chennai. In between this Mumbai to Chennai, how many rows are there? That all rows we can see. Clear? When you specify start row : end row, the Python will return all rows falling between start row and end row along with the start row and end row. Clear? Then the next one is to access selective columns. Here we are accessing the columns from the data frame object. So df data frame object dot loc within the square bracket, first we have to specify the colon, then comma, then start column, colon, end column. Make sure do not miss the colon before comma. While using this columns, we have to specify the colon before comma. Like rows, all columns falling between start and end columns will also be listed. Check this example. dtf5.loc colon comma population colon schools. Population and schools both are included in this. In between this population and school, which all columns are there, that all columns also will be displayed on the monitor. That is population, hospitals and schools. All columns falling between start and end columns are listed. Clear? Then population colon hospitals, only that two. In between this population and hospitals, no other columns are there. Okay? Okay children. Write and study all the different types of syntax of data frame in a systematic way. Write down the lecture notes and go through it. The notes of the topic is attached. Take down the notes and learn it. A test paper is also included. Submit your answers as soon as possible. That's all for today. We will meet in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye.